Their area, St. Louis firefighters are hitting the streets in an attempt to keep people cool. 5 on your side's Holden Kerwicki joins us live in studio with more on how they're adding a new meaning to the vow to protect and serve.
Well, and St. Louis firefighters actually started going door to door, checking on the disabled and the elderly at 7 a.m. this morning. They told me it's a preventative measure that actually keeps the number of heat-related calls down, saves lives, and could even save you some money.
St. Louis firefighters are trained to deal with extreme heat.
This type of temperature and this type of humidity can be very dangerous.
That's why they're not using this truck to fight fires, but instead keep St. Louis cool.
We're out here today installing air conditioning units for residents that need them.
By partnering with Ameren and Cool Down St. Louis, they're able to deliver and install units for the elderly and disabled who otherwise would be left to sweat it out.
Sometimes our elderly that were born prior to air conditioning think that they can still make it because they went through these things when they were young, but they're no longer young. Now they're elderly and their bodies don't regulate heat the same way.
People will try to beat the heat, but the heat will eventually beat you.
Well, the demand for new units and utility assistance is up 43% year over year. Gentry Trotter, founder of Cool Down St. Louis, says his organization often finds that even those with working air won't turn it on over concerns about running up their bill.
Seniors that are trying to decide if they're going to get cooler or not, and we ask them to get cooler.
Missouri law makes it illegal for utility companies to disconnect customers for non-payment when the heat index is above 95. But Trotter says people still need to pay their bill, or at the very least, ask for help.
The utilities doesn't know, and cooldownstlouis.org doesn't know. None of our partners know unless you communicate with us.
If you're not an elderly and you do not qualify for the program, find a cooling center so that you get the relief that you need, because over the long haul, this can play a very devastating role on your health if you're sustained to these type of temperatures and this humidity for an extended period of time.
We have received a number of calls today from renters with broken or disabled air conditioners, but unfortunately Missouri law doesn't require landlords to provide working air. That's why Cool Down St. Louis is asking for donations. For more information, go to KSTK.com and look for this story under the As Seen on TV tab.